Okay, just wanted to do a quick tutorial and introduction to a game controller application put together here. So the game controller demo is actually comprised of two boards in terms of hardware. On the left hand side, I'm currently using a PIC-Kit 28-pin demo board, which makes use of a PIC16F1783 8-bit PIC here. The right hand side is a BM77 evaluation board, which uses a BM77 module that can support both classic and BTLE. So in terms of connectivity, the wires here, of course, the red and blue correspond to power and ground. You got the yellow and green, which corresponds to my UART transmit and receive lines here. So in terms of power, you can actually power up this device via this USB cable here. So the BM77 evaluation board has a built-in LDO on it, so it bucks down to 5 volts down to 3.3, which the BM77 module actually works off of. And then the PIC demo board actually just piggybacks off of that 3.3 volts here. So without overdue, I'll just go and get started with the demo here. So I'll go and plug this up to my PC. Okay. Now what you can actually see is that there's a blinking light on the lower right hand portion next to the module. This actually indicates the module is actually in standby mode and ready to get paired up. So what I'll go ahead and do, I'll just go ahead and use the phone right now and get it connected to my phone. So I'll pull up an application which I've developed on the MIT App Inventor. So it's this one right here. And as you can see, this is the app is actually comprised with two screens. So this is the first screen, which is the main screen. So I'll get in a second screen here. All right. So a second screen is basically a screen that looks like a Nintendo NES game controller here. So there you go. On the top left-hand portion are buttons to enable and disable the accelerometer. Green button is used for connecting the Bluetooth device. Yellow is for disconnecting from a Bluetooth device, and then the red one is to kill the application, and then the blue one is actually used to revert back to the screen one. And of course, you got your buttons, your Nintendo NES buttons here, which are up, down, left, right, select, start, A, and B. So I'll go ahead and get started and actually connect to my BM77 module. So I'll hit Bluetooth connect. And of course, I've configured a BM77, so I named it mchip-rg. As you can see, we are connected. So I'll just enable the analog read at the moment. So what you're seeing is actually a voltage here. So what's set up right now is that the PIC is actually running a very simple state machine and running a timer run in the background where every second it'll sample the pot and then convert that value to a voltage value, and basically sends it via the Bluetooth link that value. So what we're seeing is the analog value of the pot. So if I increase it, or actually decrease it right now, so decrease. Likewise, going up as well. Real nice part about it is that I put together the status bar on here. It's a great status bar. So if I decrease the pot, the status bar decreases with it. Okay, now another feature is that you can actually toggle the LEDs through the buttons here. So what I'll do is that I will press the buttons, and as you can see, the LEDs are toggling just like that. The A and B buttons also toggle the buttons here, the LEDs. The next cool feature that I like to introduce is the voice command options from the Android. So it's actually, I'll get started. It's actually on the start button here, so I'll get started. Hello.
Toggling light 1.
Bye bye.
Toggling light 2.
Left.
Toggling light 3.
Right.
Toggling light 4.
Okay, so this is just a good example of making use of the voice commands on there. So Another cool feature is that you can actually have the app actually text you something. So I'll press the select button here. There you go. So it says message sent. And it did send me a text message here. So I'll pull up the text. And it says your house is on fire. Well, so the idea to this is basically you can have the PIC set up to where it interfaces with a Hall effect sensor monitoring a door. And if the door is open, it can actually send a command to the Android app, and an Android app will basically then send a text message to whatever phone you have set up. So, for example, if the door is open, you can send a text saying that, hey, there's an intruder in your house, your door is open. So just a great example in terms of security. So last but not least, I'll go in and introduce the accelerometer feature to it. So I'll disable my analog read. And what I'll do is I will enable the accelerometer. Okay. And hopefully this will work out. So right now it's currently sending zeros right now. So none of the LEDs are toggling. So if I tilt it left, it'll toggle one of them. If I tilt it right, it'll toggle another one. Now, like so with going forward and then going backwards. Okay, well, that pretty much wraps up my tutorial and introduction to my app. It's basically just a proof of concept. So it's got a long way in terms of Android development, but it's just a real cool demo to kind of show my customers. Thanks, bye.